Alright guys, welcome back. Today we're sending off the Fummins to paint. I'm super excited because Second Skins in Fairbanks is going to let me film a lot of the stuff that he's doing. Obviously, I'm not up there all the time, so you're only going to see like a little bit of progress, but I'm going to be able to film the progress of the truck being painted because this is my first time ever really painting a truck professionally. I'm not painting it personally, but getting a truck painted professionally because I've only done rattle can jobs. So I'm super excited to get this thing loaded up on a trailer today, get it outside into the Alaskan sunlight, and show you guys all the metal work that I've done and all the stuff that I've gotten done to this truck, and show you the before we send it to paint, and then obviously when we get it back, I'm going to show you all the really cool stuff that he did and just the amazing paint job this guy's going to do for me. Alright, there we go, out of the shop. She's looking pretty good. You can see my panel work's not the best, but it's still there. All the holes are good. This thing looks pretty rough, but it also looks kind of nice too with no chrome on it and somewhat straight and right. Looks good. So we're gonna load it up on the trailer. We're gonna take it up to Fairbanks and hopefully I'll get some roller shots. There she is, unloading at the paint shop. Just about to go in. Looking relatively good. Very excited with how this is going to turn out. Also super nervous. But hey, looks good. Alright, so she's in the paint shop. She's all set to go. Nice old little Chevy over there. But, yep. So hopefully, next time you see this, it'll be hopefully prep for Bondo and maybe prep for paint. I don't know, we'll see. So we just dropped the truck off at Second Skins and we're about to head home. But yeah, this is this is a big deal because this is the first time I've ever done a paint job professionally, like with a professional and everything. And I'm also super nervous because the amount of money I'm about to spend on this thing is ridiculous. It's not ridiculous. It's ridiculous for me because I don't make a lot of money. So I don't make YouTube money either. So it's just gonna be a ridiculous amount of money for me. Oh, but I'm hopeful the paint scheme I picked will definitely hide a lot of the imperfections that is gonna be on that paint scheme. So now that we got the truck in the shop and it's out of my shop, we're gonna clean up my shop, get the interior ready to go to the reupholstery place, and hopefully we'll get the truck and the reupholstery stuff back relatively the same time. It's weird having so much space in here now. All right, so obviously we got the truck just put to paint. I'm gonna bring in the interior and I'm gonna strip it of all the the cover that was on it and all the bad stuff that was all over the interior, and we'll get that ready to go to the reupholstery shop here in Fairbanks as well. So hopefully I'll get the truck and the interior back relatively the same time. I still need to order some stuff too. Like I need to order a carpet, some more sound deadener, and a steering wheel adapter kit for the cool steering wheel I've got. So we got a lot of stuff to do, and this is not over. Just because it went to paint, this is just, I feel like this is like a halfway point, honestly. So we'll see how it goes with paint. I'm gonna be back and forth a lot trying to see what I want fixed, because obviously I'm not doing a show build truck. This thing's pretty rough. So I'm gonna just kind of pick and choose my battles and see what things I want fixed and what things I don't want fixed, and try and make this the, not cheapest, but in my budget range build. All right, so obviously the seats are in pretty bad condition, so there's not much I can really do with them. I mean, I'm gonna take a seat cover off maybe, but I got the bumper in here too. We're gonna have to modify that to go with some stuff. So we'll have to modify that to fit up to the truck and what I want to do with it. And then obviously these seats are gonna have to be reupholstered, along with the headliner over there and those little like bench pieces right there in the back. And then I will just paint up the panels to match. Oh, and the friggin' visors up front too. All right, so interior is all right here. I got the headliner, the backboards, and the seats for the interior of that truck. And I'm really excited to get these out to the upholstery shop and reupholster it. I'm gonna go pick my colors today and show you guys what these should kind of look like when they're done. And then after that, we're gonna head over to the paint shop and see how much progress they've got on the truck, because apparently they've stripped some of this down. They've got a lot of the work done, a lot of the metal work and Bondo work done for this. So I'm really excited to see it. All right, so I think we decided on a color. We're gonna go with this nice vinyl. It's gonna go all around the seat here. And then I picked out this as the centerpiece here. I don't know how well that's gonna turn out. I might go with a different color. I might go with like this solid brown. Not really sure yet. I think the solid brown would look weird, but it's also got all these splits in it for the stitching. So I'm not really sure what to do, but I think I'm gonna go with that one right there. I think that's gonna be it, maybe, who knows? All right, so the truck's looks a little different since the last time you guys have seen it. He's got everything pretty much stripped. The Bondo's on there. It looks pretty good. He used a fiber strand to fill all this stuff in here, so it's nice and strong, but as you guys can tell, it looks really good compared to what I gave him. All right, so the cab paint obviously is mostly gone. So he's gonna strip the entire cab of most of its paint, and it's gonna look like this. But back on the bedside, the bed paint is relatively decent. So he's gonna leave that, and it's going to be kind of scuffed and painted. I'm not really sure the process, to be honest with you. But he said my metal work for the first time wasn't as bad as it could have been. It was pretty bad, as you can tell. This is kind of that spot where it got hit and I warped the metal a little bit. But he's got the fiber strands on there and the Bondo, and it looks completely normal. Like it didn't get smashed / messed up by the OK mechanic. But no, I'm very excited. This is going to look really good when it's done. He's already doing an amazing job getting this thing put together. And this will be back pretty fast. I think, honestly, the only thing we're gonna be waiting on is the interior. All right, and one last look before we head out. She just, it's so weird looking. You know, this thing had the trim on it and all this other stuff, and a few months ago, this was a completely different truck, and we're making some serious progress very quickly on it. We just picked out the paint and everything, so this should be ready to go in a few weeks, hopefully. And we'll get it back, let it sit for a little bit, let the paint cure, and then we're gonna be putting the grill on and interior, glass, all that stuff, and it should look very, very pretty when she's done.